Okay, so in this video, I am going to show you briefly how to enter a listing on the MLS, how to add a new listing to the MLS. So you're going to be in your Matrix dashboard. You're going to click Input, and you're going to click Add New. Under Add New, you have to ensure you choose the correct form for your listing, depending on what type it is. If it's a commercial, land, rental, income, this applies to duplexes, or residential listing, input like a new construction listing or a resale property, right? So in this case, you're gonna choose your county, and you are gonna click. You might have to do this manually if it's out of the state. I'm sorry, out of the local areas that we service here. But typically you're gonna choose your county first. In this case, I'm gonna show you with my home how it works. House number 2235. I put Olea. Let me see if it comes up like that. Sometimes you gotta play around with it because it might not. See, it came up fast, but sometimes it's very hard for it to come up, so you gotta play around with it. The less info you put, the more hits you might get. So let's say, for example, here, I'm not gonna put my last name, I'm gonna put 2235. You see? And you choose from there. You see how you get different cities? You can try to narrow it down by adding more info by clicking Revise Search. Okay. In this case, I'm gonna go with mine. Olea. Click Search. And you click you click Fill. And you're gonna have to fill out every tab in here. In this case, click Active, because when you click Active, click Submit Listing, you're gonna get all these little red exclamation points. And that's an easier way of doing it versus clicking Incomplete. When you click Incomplete, initially, it doesn't give you these red marks. This is more like an aid. Okay, status type, you're gonna put here under construction or resale property or pre-construction, new construction, according to what you have. In this case, it's gonna be resale. Okay, list price, you're gonna put your amount here. Bedrooms, full baths 3. You're gonna put your approximate living area, total living area here, unfurnished or furnished. So you're gonna go tab by tab, and the ones that are mandatory is gonna be the ones that have the exclamation point. This is why I suggest that you click Active and then Submit, like that you know what you're missing. If you're out of the area, you're gonna put the city, let's say Cape Coral. Okay, condo name. You're gonna put, it's like a subcategory, Cape Coral, unless it's like a subdivision that you know the name of. Building design, this is depending if it's a condo, if it's a townhouse, this is what you're gonna put. In this case, it's single family. Builder product, I'm gonna put no because I'm not gonna specify that. Total floors on property, I think this is more self-explanatory. Units in complex, this applies to like communities. Here under legal description, it's asking you for the legal unit. You're gonna go by where right after the legal description it says unit 17. You're gonna put 17, right? Here you're gonna always click property appraiser's office.
Mommy, I'm not going in my nose.
Ownership description, you're gonna put here single family, carport, elevators, that all applies. Once you do that, you're gonna click submit listing, and you're gonna see how a lot of these exclamation points disappear. And then you're gonna move on to features, syndication. You're gonna put here foreclosed, no. Potential short sale, no. Auction, no. Listing on internet, yes. Address on internet, yes. All this here is gonna be yes, because you wanna make sure it shows on the internet, on other websites, and it's gonna give you more exposure. Listing office, you're gonna put your listing date, expiration date, showing appointment required, yes or no. On the listing type, if you have an exclusive right to sell, that's what you're gonna click. If it's limited, you're gonna click limited. Here, according to your options for showings, you're going to click. Okay. Is there a sign on the property with seller contact info? Always put no because they're going to contact you, not the seller. Contact seller for showing? No. Listing broker will be available on contract presentations and negotiations? Yes. Listing broker will perform post-contract services? No. Okay. Remarks. Here you're going to put your listing description. Remember, you cannot post anything indicating anything about compensation. Confidential remarks. This is more for the agents, like send your pre-approval letter, do you due diligence, etc. Driving directions if you want to put, but you can put GPS. After you do that, make sure you click submit, and it's going to be done. Actually, in this case, it's going to keep doing that. So go back to status and click incomplete, submit. That's when you'll be able to add your photos, supplements, etc. Okay? If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me. We can do a class on this, or I can walk you through it as you try things and get stuck with it. I'll give you feedback.